What is going on, everybody? Yours truly here from 3 Speed Gaming. That's right, Sean is back with another episode of Let's Talk Raw. This week's episode, because it is Payback Week, this coming Sunday is WWE Payback. So I'm going to talk briefly about Raw and then give you my predictions for Payback, kind of do like a, kill two birds with one stone kind of video. But on Raw, there's only a couple things I want to talk about, really. Before I get to that, in this video, you'll see the winner of this match. I'm doing the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This first match you're going to see here, I did something different this time. So the first match you're going to see is my prediction on who's going to win on Sunday. But I did this video a couple times over because a Fatal 4-Way against a computer, it's really unpredictable. So you don't really know who's going to win. So I did it 2 more times because I thought this first match was a little short, so you're going to see 2 alternate endings at the end of this first match, so stick around. I'll be talking through the alternate endings, so you'll just have to keep an eye out for them. But the winner of this first match is my prediction for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at Payback. So just wanted to clear the air with that. So getting into Raw, the only thing I really wanted to talk about was the Daniel Bryan situation and again, the U.S. title open challenge that John Cena keeps doing, which, no, I'm not saying it because Neville was in it, so just stop already. But I'm honest, I'm genuinely looking forward now to each week to this John Cena U.S. open challenge, U.S. title open challenge. I don't know what do you call that? I know I said this a few weeks ago. What the fuck do you call that? I don't know. Whatever U.S. title open challenge, let's just stick with that. Okay, I'll drop it, move on, but ever since, I think the match with Stardust is what really put this challenge on my radar. Because I kind of thought, oh, whatever, we know Cena's going to win because Cena's going to fight Rusev. This was last month, so he fought him at Extreme Rules. We knew he was going to fight him at Extreme Rules. Now we know he's going to fight him at Payback for the United States Championship. But it's still, like, the matches are so good. Like, they've been, stealing the show every week on Raw. It's like last week he had Sami Zayn. This week he's got Neville. And, he's had great matches in the past, and, it's John Cena. Everyone's like, oh, John Cena sucks. I mean, to those people chanting John Cena sucks when he comes out and he puts on a match like that, and then you're chanting, this is awesome, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Okay, that was a quick rant, but come on, you're chanting John Cena sucks when he comes out. He puts on a great match, and you go and say, this is awesome, so check yourself before you wreck yourself next time. But his matches have been great. I mean, I know. I should really name this "Let's Talk Neville" because I think that's all I do lately. But like he's so good. He's the second week in a row, current former NXT guys have kicked out of the AA, and just the fact that still Neville can hit a 450. Not a 450 splash, a Phoenix splash from the middle turnbuckle. Just like it blows my mind. It's so incredible. So I really hope John Cena wins this Sunday, which I think he's going to win. I mean, John Cena never quits. He never gives up. So if he loses, then he might as well just drop that whole never give up thing, and kids are going to cry. So he's going to win. I think he's going to win on Sunday, but I will save that for later on in the video. And then I want to talk about Daniel Bryan. Luckily, I had a box of Kleenex next to me because that was really emotional. For the second straight year, I want to say the second straight May, or I don't know if he relinquished the WWE World title in June last year or in May, but second year in a row he's had a vacated title due to injury. I don't know what's going on with him this time. I don't know if it's a concussion or his neck is acting up again, but I hope he recovers soon because I love Daniel Bryan. I love everything about that guy. He's an incredible performer, and I really hope we see him in the ring again. I hope his career's not over. I mean, if anything, man, just take a year off. Take a full year off. Maybe be back in time for WrestleMania, but don't rush it. Just get yourself healthy so you can come back and, not have to wrestle a few months, then go back on the shelf again. So rest up, get better. I know you're not watching this video, but maybe someone will relay this message to you. So get better and come back healthy because you can't keep coming out and relinquishing titles and making us cry. You can't do this to us anymore. See, I'm starting to tear up. No, I'm not tearing up. I'm just kidding. But those were the only two bits I wanted to talk about. I know there was a lot more on Raw. I mean, it's a 3-hour show, but I do want to kind of do a 2-for-1 here, so I wanted to get into my payback predictions. So to start, I want to talk about the kickoff match between the newly formed Mega Powers versus the Ascension. I always feel new tag teams always win, especially against the Ascension. I mean, it's like cosplayers versus cosplayers. Although Curtis Axel and Macho Mandow are much, much better than the Ascension is. Even though they're copying other gimmicks, they still do it way better than the Ascension. So I'm going to say the Mega Powers are going to go over and maybe not destroy the Ascension, but they'll go vintage. I don't know if, to you older fans out there that saw this past Monday on Raw, they recreated the Mega Powers handshake. That was great. I kind of marked out for that a little bit. Let's see. What do I want to talk about next? Let's go Ryback versus Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna. Oh man, I don't know. It's so tough to call because Bray Wyatt's the kind of guy that'll work a promo for a month by himself, and then he'll finally call someone out, and then he'll lose. I want to say Bray Wyatt though. I think Bray Wyatt is due for a victory. I know he's been, having these had that feud with the Undertaker and lost. It seems like he's always doing these promos by himself, and then he finally calls someone out, and then he loses. So I think that's going to change, and Bray Wyatt is going to start getting built to be the monster that he should be, and it's going to start with Ryback. So I got my money on Bray Wyatt there. Let's see, up next. Yeah, here you're seeing this video. So this is my prediction. I'll cut to the main event right now. My prediction is going to be Seth Rollins. Again, he's still a fairly fresh champion, and it's going to be really exciting to see the former Shield members in a fatal 4-way together. I really hope they do like a triple team move. Maybe they'll triple powerbomb Randy Orton and bring back that nostalgia. I doubt it, but it's really cool to see them together in going against each other, but still. So I'm guessing Rollins is going to retain his title at Payback. So on to the next. The U.S. champion John Cena versus Rusev. Like I said earlier, Cena never quits. Cena won't quit this time. It'll be close. Maybe he'll borderline say I, but he won't say quit. Or maybe they'll do what they've done in the past and pipe in I quit audio. Maybe Cena cut a promo in recent weeks saying the words I and quit in the same sentence. Maybe they'll dub it over and he'll technically quit, but he didn't really quit. So if any, that's the only other scenario I can see. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say Cena is going to retain his championship. And this video is almost over, so I better cut to the chase. So tag team championship, The New Day versus Cesaro and Kid in apparently it's a 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm looking at it on WWE.com right now. I didn't know that, but I'm going to say The New Day is going to win. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I should probably keep that comment to myself. New Day. Let's just say the New Day is going to retain their titles. But I hope it's a good match because Cesaro has been great working with the New Day lately, especially with Big E. Some of the moves he's been pulling on Big E have been crazy, and just his feats of strength are just, I feel like he's the best pound for pound fighter or wrestler, or whatever you want to call it, pound for pound wrestler in the WWE right now, and just how he can lift up Big E and just kind of toss him around like that, it's crazy. But I'm running out of time here, so up next, Ziggler and Sheamus. I'm going to say Sheamus is going to win that match, and also double prediction, he's going to go into Elimination Chamber and become the new Intercontinental Champion. And lastly, according to WWE.com, is King Barrett versus Neville. I feel like the King is going to win. I don't think they're gonna. I think they want to keep the value of the King of the Ring, so they're gonna have Barrett go over Neville. It's gonna be a great match. Neville's gonna put up a hell of a fight, but I think Barrett's gonna win, and that is all the time I have. Until next time, I will be back next week for another episode of Let's Talk Raw. Goodbye.